All right, everybody. So the Indiana Pacers win a thriller in overtime against the Boston Celtics to move to 2-3 on the season. Guys, what a game for the Pacers after dropping three straight. The Indiana Pacers in a game that I think a lot of people, including myself, kind of figured would be a loss because Boston, one of the best teams in the NBA, but Indiana able to take care of business and win a game that, frankly, a lot of people thought they wouldn't even be close in. They might get blown out in. But here we are, Indiana. Definitely a great response from them. Definitely great to see, some different players starting to step up for the Indiana Pacers in this game. And definitely a thriller, which is definitely awesome to see for the Pacers. So with that being said, let's kind of talk about it a little bit. And I think the player that we have to highlight is a player that has there's been a little bit of controversy a little bit recently about his playing time, but wasn't an issue against the Boston Celtics. Of course, talking about Bennedict Mathurin. And while he's still a bench player at this point, he recorded by far the most minutes of any starter. He had 43 minutes where he logged 30 points, 11 rebounds. He was 9 of 17 shooting, 2 of 5 from the three-pointer, 10 of 11 on his free throws. So definitely a great game from Mathurin. Great to see him starting to get some more, minutes. And, it was kind of a question mark. We really hadn't seen his minutes not be a whole lot of substantial amount. So great to see the Indiana Pacers giving him an opportunity here to really take charge, on the court, and definitely repaid them in a lot of ways. And, we've talked about it before. Mathurin, one of the best offensive weapons that the Indiana Pacers have. So great to see in a game that was as big as it was against a team that, you went toe-to-toe with in a lot of ways, for a chance to go to the NBA Finals. Great to see the Pacers kind of go all out there. Also, the second guy that you have to highlight is Pascal Siakam. He had, in 38 minutes, 29 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 11 of 20 shooting, 6 of 8 when it came to the three-point line. Although the one thing he did struggle in was his free throws. He only made 1 of 4. But from a shooting percentage, especially from three, Pascal Siakam definitely was on his game when it mattered the most. And there's a reason you paid the guy what you did. I mean, he can have these nights where he can pull, a double-double and, score 6 of 8 shooting and from the three-point line. He can do those things. We obviously know his game really is that mid-range shot, but yeah, great to see Pascal Siakam in the 38 minutes he was allowed, really stepping it up offensively for the Indiana Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton, 40 minutes, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 12 assists. It's been kind of a rough start to the season for Tyrese Halliburton shooting the basketball, but I mean, just overall from a player standpoint, beyond just the, field goal attempts and the field goal percentage, Tyrese Halliburton is such a great distributor. I mean, the offense clearly, is so much better when he is out there because not only can he shoot it, and typically he's been shooting it pretty well, but he can also pass it around. He had 12 assists in this game, so that was definitely massive for the Indiana Pacers. So he can do a little bit of everything. He's a great ball distributor and really helps the offense flow when it comes to his passing and just his ability to find open guys and, give them opportunities. So, while it wasn't spectacular still from Halliburton, he's still got to figure out the shooting. I'm not sure what's going on there from his shooting percentage-wise. He definitely is still a player that can do a lot for the Indiana Pacers. So, despite the fact that he didn't shoot the ball extremely well, he still finished with 17, 6, and 12, which is definitely something of value. Aaron Nesmith in this game, in 30 minutes, he had 12 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 of 9 shooting, 2 of 4 from the three-point line. Great to see Nesmith, who's been criticized as of recent for his kind of offensive output. Great to see him have an efficient day pretty much overall in 30 minutes. Isaiah Jackson filling in today for Miles Turner. He had 10 points, 5 rebounds, nothing substantial. Andrew Nembhard only had 5 minutes in this game. I think a lot of those minutes went to some of the bench players, but he only had 2 points. He only attempted 1, and he made 1 field goal, so kind of more of a rest night for him in a lot of ways. Like I mentioned, Mathurin, 30 points in 43 minutes. Obi Toppin got an extended look as well, 33 minutes. He scored 18 points. He had also 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 of 15 shooting, 2 of 7 from the three-point line. TJ McConnell had his minutes ramped up quite a bit here, 22 minutes. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 of 11 shooting. Ben Shepherd in 21 minutes, also more extended time. He had 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 of 6 shooting as well. And the only other player on the bench who got any sort of minutes was Ben Shepherd, or was Jarris Walker, and he had 8 minutes. He just had a rebound. So definitely felt like the Pacers were relying a lot more on their bench in this game, especially without Miles Turner logging a single minute in this game. And, like I said, the Indiana Pacers shot it fairly well, 48%. Free throws were clearly better than they've been. They shot 20 of 24, 83%. Even though they did have 18 turnovers, they were able to out-assist the Celtics by 10 points in this game and also out-rebound them by 6 rebounds as well. So overall, guys, a great game down to the wire for the Indiana Pacers. And good to see them get a win against an extremely good team. Obviously, a team that's a championship contender year in and year out. Great to see Indiana start to maybe gain some more confidence. It's kind of been a rough start to the year for them in a lot of ways. So it's definitely encouraging to see the Indiana Pacers be able to win some of these tight games. I mean, we've seen the last couple games, the Pacers have had it in their grasp, but in that fourth quarter, in overtime even, the Pacers have kind of honestly crapped the bed in a lot of different ways, and they have been very poor when it came down to crunch time. So great to see the Pacers, when it mattered in this game, handle their business. We already know what the Celtics have from Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, all these other guys that they've added. So very much a championship contender type of team. And, you see in this game that the Pacers can beat anybody, but unfortunately for the Pacers, they can also lose to anybody. So they got to figure it out, man. And this was definitely a great step in the right direction. Like I said, there's still a long way to go. There's still a lot to be desired from this Pacer team. But you know what? 2-3, despite the fact that, you've lost a couple close games. I mean, really, the Pacers are only a couple, plays away in all these games, really, except for one of them, from being a team that, only has one loss on the season. Like, they are actually there. They could easily be 4-1 right now. They really could be. So, great to see them take care of business here, when it comes to this game against the Boston Celtics. But guys, let me know your overall thoughts here on this Pacer win. Is this the start of something good for the Pacers? Can they maybe build off of this and kind of get back to their winning ways that we were used to last year? Let me know all those things in the comments down below. But guys, that'll do it for this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell. We're trying to make the push to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're tuning in and you could do that, that will greatly help us out. But again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, guys, go Pacers.